The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Ewart up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent... Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. Takes out a one-stop, and this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talent quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
Well, Kate, thanks to stories flooding every corner of the sports programming last week, you and I and everyone watching are keenly aware of what's on the line today. No rookie quarterback has ever started a Super Bowl. Really, a select group of rookies have ever been on this stage, on this conference championship weekend. Is he finally the one who could take the next step and lead his guys to the Lombardi Trophy?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Trying again, following the sack. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going play action. Left side, caught by Ridley. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort, I think this QB felt owed to them in the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
So many options on 3rd and 1. That playbook wide open. And when you call a QB sneak, the last thing you want is to see that play go backwards.
4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Here's Robinson up the middle. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
That's incomplete on second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Daniels throwing on third. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Third down.
Setting up a throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
He's got it at the 24. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Here comes the Washington offense after the field, ready for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Trapped by Deebo Samuel. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First and 10, a run to Robinson. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival. You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Throwing on third and long. It's caught by McLaurin. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First and 10 now from the 30.
Good for a Washington. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air again, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Third and long for Daniels. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. He has it at the 13. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Completed over the middle. Finds a little room there and gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
from the 43.
The 43-yard line.
Now he takes it. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
From the 40 on second down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
At the 23-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He completes it in traffic. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down on the Seahawks.
To throw, Daniels. Won't get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's tackled for a short gain. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Daniels is going to throw again. Into traffic, complete. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, it's Daniels. This one's caught. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the first. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Landover right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. Daniels keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense running out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Walker on 1st down. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seahawks.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Running with Walker again. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Toss play, this is Walker. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Looking for a throw here. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
First and goal.
They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Walker goes up and over for the touchdown. The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Daniels now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
from the 34. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And a Commander's first down.
On first down, here's Daniels. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41. He intercepts the pass. Picked off by Julian Love. And he makes the next goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 7.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down, ball at the 36.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Daniels off the play action. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Play action now. Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. It's a small gain up to the 38. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing now, Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Who should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. Let's see what he can do on the return. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The Seahawks stop headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
The 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side, cut by Ridley. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to Jarrett loose, incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. So that brings up 4th and long. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Daniels on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Motion, motion, motion. Hey, check.
Robinson on the inside give. Runs inside the 35. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. He's got it. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We get the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders, about set to begin their drive. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's got time here. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Tariq Woolen on the coverage.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Samuel, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air again, Daniels. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw again, it's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Daniels is going to throw again. He loses the football. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Another Washington.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's tackled for no gain. Washington calls it 2nd timeout.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's caught by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. In a good spot here, second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
Third and less than a yard.
Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. And that's going to bring up fourth down. Escapes a defender. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. 2 more quarters to play here, and the Super Bowl matchup will be set. Let's take a look at what happened earlier this afternoon. Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is LeJohntay Wester. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Ravens finally break through after about a half-decade of near misses. They are going to the Super Bowl. And a look now at how we got to here in the NFC playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Turpin with a return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Daniels now. Jukes one defender. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 40-yard line.
The gun, they'll give it to him inside. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
He was taken down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's good for a Washington. First and
Ball
10
on the 45, first and 10.
line.
A run here with Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short pass brought in. he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Third and short, Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Motion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
18 yards on the play. And the Commanders 1st down.
From the red zone now. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Intended for
Now it's Terry McLaurin on the target.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be 2nd down.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
To the air again. Daniels. He'll get this to Samuel. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Samuel. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Daniels going to keep it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's Daniels. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Commanders 28, Seahawks 14.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 3rd quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. Short pickup to their own 31. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Look to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked out by the rookie from Alabama. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. But exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start. Daniels hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks pick it up. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
To Michael Mayer. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seattle.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Brings up second down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Walker now from the gun. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now looking to throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 11. A throw right side finds Cup. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up. But that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now we can see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
Myers' kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
It's kind of a weird feeling, right? You know that you capitalized on the turnover and you technically scored points, but when you look up at that scoreboard, you had to do more with that takeaway.
Hardman with a return. Juke the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders set to take over. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, Daniels dumps it off to his running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
12 yards. And the Washington first down. First and 10.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's the Commanders with it, 1 quarter from continuing their postseason run. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels setting up the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
29 more yards. That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
He's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
The score, Commanders 35, Seahawks 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Drive begins with a walker run. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. This is Cup. That's Cup. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First down, Seahawks.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now. He'll get this to Cup. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third.
Looking to the air here. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
For the Seahawks field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And this stays a 3-possession game.
Commanders.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, who'd love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one, but unfortunately, with that miss, well, this scorecard's going to end up ugly.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Hand off Matt Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Staying with Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Carry for Robinson. Jukes out a 1-stop. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
12 more yards.
All right, set now. 1st and 10.
Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Commanders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 42. Seahawks 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Give up the gun to Walker. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign him for it.
In the hands of his running back, Walker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down. The 43-yard line.
From the 43. It's his running back. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10, looking to throw. That's Mayer. He's got it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Brings up 2nd down at the 46.
The play fake, he'll throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Seahawks hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. New set of downs for him at the 38. They are throwing it again. Throw wheeled in by Mayer. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, because he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Robinson again here on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Third down give to Robinson. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10,
First and 10 from the 41.
Line.
To score this as a win for the Commanders. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting up this George Halas trophy today. But let's all remember, when we go into those facilities, Kate, and we watch practice, they don't put up banners of conference champions. They put up banners of world champions.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from D.C.